Hi everyone, this is Tierney Cherie, and I just wanted to give a quick perspective. A lot of people have been talking about the Bill Maher situation, and if you haven't seen, Bill Maher has been catching a lot of fire because on his HBO show Real Time, he basically said a joke where he verbally said, "I'm not a house nigger," and there's been a lot of controversy surrounding it. A lot of people have been coming out speaking against him, and a lot of people have been coming out defending him. And one thing that made me want to do a video on this, because to be honest, I didn't care too much about the situation of him saying, "I want to be a house nigger," not because it wasn't an offensive thing to say, but just because I've never cared about Bill Maher. I never really found him entertaining. I never really felt like he's someone whose perspective I cared about enough for me to actually feel some type of way. But one thing that did make me want to come out and do a video about it is hearing a lot of people say, well, we know that Bill Maher's not a racist, or I don't think that Bill Maher's a racist. And it kind of goes back to what I've talked about in a lot of videos, which is that we really don't understand what makes someone racist. And when you think about racist, we're told racist is this outwardly bigot person who, calls people niggers and thinks black people are inferior to them. We basically been painted this picture of racist being like the Republican Party / the Tea Party and people burning crosses and lynching. This whole picture has been painted of what a racist is, and not a lot of people fit that profile, if we're going to be honest, especially people who are out in the public, because if they're running around calling people niggers and everything, more than likely they're not going to have a big following. To me, that is a type of racist, and there are other types, and one that we have been warned about throughout history, especially from people like Malcolm X and from different people in the Black Panther Party, and a lot of different people have warned us that there are liberals who pose as racist. And they're not racist in this typical sense. They're not going to be running out calling you a nigger. They're not going to be saying certain things about you. They might not think that you're, subhuman. They might not be the typical prototype of a racist. However, what makes them racist, and to me what makes anyone racist, is when your belief system and your perspective on black people has been essentially formed by what this system has created. And so I think I spoke in a previous video that racism is an institution, and it really goes all the way back to colonialism, where Europeans, they wanted to invade Africa because they needed resources. And in order to justify invading Africa, they created this ideology that justified going in and taking their resources. To me, not just the idea of black people being subservient, and not being allowed to be equal. That's one type of ideology that has come out of that system. But another one that has come out of the system is the belief that black people need white people in order to have any type of advancements. And this is one that you'll see with a lot of people who say that they are liberal, but they will get openly hostile to black people whenever they want to do something for themselves and among themselves. And so, to me, what made Bill Maher racist is his, if anyone has seen it, it happened recently. He had a conversation with Dr. Cornel West, who was on his show. And Cornel West, if anyone remembers, during the election, he was not for Hillary Clinton. He was a big Bernie supporter. And even whenever Bernie lost the Democratic primary, he started backing Joe Stein because he was just not going to back Hillary. And of course, Bill Maher loves Hillary Clinton, fought for her to get elected, and was very upset by her not getting elected. So when you see it on this platform, is you see Bill Maher telling Cornel West, you people should have wanted Hillary because she would have been better for you. So the context is that, of course, black people, we needed Hillary because we can't fix our problems by ourselves. We need her to help us fix our problems. And to me, this is a racist statement and a racist sentiment, because not only, first of all, of course, he's setting this picture that black people need white people, but not just that, he's telling black people how black people should be able to fix black problems. To me, that is what makes him a racist. So I felt that before he even said this whole context about him being a house nigger. And I feel that that's the sentiment. It's a well accepted sentiment of a lot of white liberals that it's okay to tell black people what to think about their movements and how they should move, and it's okay to make black people think that they are dependent on white liberals in order to get anywhere in society. And so I'm just saying that to say that we have to be very careful whenever we say someone's not racist and understand what we're saying. Because if you have any idea that black people can't do the same thing that anyone else has done, black people can't do what Europeans have done, and of course, if you think this, you probably don't know the history of African people, that most of the things, the accomplishments that we as a society glorify the Europeans for doing, Africans had done even before Europeans. This is historical. However, whenever you have that mindset that black people need whites, that black people can't achieve without whites, I question your beliefs. I question whether or not you truly believe in equality, and what I think it is for a lot of people, they don't believe in equality for black people on black people's own, on our own, by our own definition. They believe in equality for black people by their terms. And if we want it by our terms, then that's an issue. So I'm just saying that to say, again, when people like Killer Mike come out and say, oh, well, this person isn't a racist, number one, you should never try to tell people, what you think someone is inside of someone's mind, inside of someone's heart. But outside of that, people are justified for feeling a certain way, and people are justified for drawing connections between not just this incident of him casually saying house nigger, but multiple instances of him showing a disregard for black political thought and black independence. That's my perspective on this. I would love to hear yours, so please comment below.